Alright, what's up guys? This isn't my usual kind of video, but like, I thought this was a very interesting argument, and I thought it was kind of funny, so I made a little highlights of it to also kind of bring light to this, because I feel like this is like a pretty wild thing that's been happening in the community as of late, where people are like blowing up the proportion of what jumps are, because like, if we look at what jumps used to be versus what jumps are now, massive difference. Like what people would call jumps and stuff demon, but now it's like medium demon to insane demon is insane jump. So I thought, because this argument is about that, it's kind of interesting. I just wanted to give a little bit of background, kind of to understand what this argument was about. So basically, I was in a call, and there were a couple of people in there who we were talking about jumping, and someone said that they jumped from problematic, which is an easy demon if you don't know, to 9 circles, which is a hard demon. I feel like most of you guys should know that. And I said that I didn't think that was a jump, and that started a huge argument. A couple things I want to note: there is some pretty foul language used in this, so if you don't like that, you can back out now. Also, if you don't really like arguments, you probably don't want to stick around for this video. Another thing I want to say, I will admit I am a pretty aggressive arguer, so yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and stick around. Poo Cube completion is coming soon.
Hold on. How big
No,
of a
that's
jump
number
is
7, by the way.
How big of a jump is the nightmare to 9 circles?
Not jump at all.
What do you mean not jump at all?
Because, no, I'm going to explain to you what a jump is. No, listen, I'm going to explain to you what a jump is. A jump from, if every single player in the world went from, let's say, the nightmare to B, then the nightmare to 9 circles would be a jump. But literally everyone and their mom goes from the nightmare to ACU. So going from the nightmare to 9 circles is not a jump.
Not a good argument.
That's
not
a
a good
very stupid analogy for this shit, bro. Because
That's-
so you're saying if it's a popular thing to do, it's not a jump.
Yes, that is how that works.
That's
No, it's
stupid
not.
as hell,
That's
bro.
not how it
If
works.
everybody's
That's-
insanely
that's-
smart, nobody's smart.
That
Have you never
logic
heard
is
that before?
idiotic as fuck,
If
bro.
everybody
That's
has an
not how it
IQ of 180, then 180 is not impressive.
That's not true at
Yeah,
all.
but-
Yes, it is! Yes, it is! What?
That just means below average. That has nothing to do with jumps, for one thing, bro.
No, jumps is
The
an
popularity
no.
of a jump,
A jump is a big gap in difficulty. But if everybody does an
Yeah.
easy demon to an extreme demon, then that's clearly not a big gap in
That's still-
difficulty,
it's
because then
still
nobody
big
would
gap.
do it.
Still a big
It
jump.
doesn't change the difficulty at all, you stupid fuck.
Oh my god, holy fuck, you're retarded.
You're legit an idiot, bro.
You're
I'll
trying
be
to say,
completely
dude,
real.
you would live in a society where everybody has an IQ of 180 and say that you're a genius.
180 is
It's
above
like
average.
saying
Yeah,
you're
like-
being the first room of a game and decide to go for the final boss. That would be a fucking jump.
If everybody did that, then no, it would not.
That's
Yeah,
not
but, like,
how it works.
everyone's
It means
That's
that
not-
everyone-
That's not how it works. The
The jumps
difficulty of
aren't-
the thing doesn't change.
They're not
You're-
relative to other people's
It
jumps.
is
Exactly.
relative to other people's jumps.
It's not.
That's like
bro.
saying the top one isn't relative to other people's skill.
It's like if everyone could be the top one, that doesn't make it not a top one.
You know what? I'm gonna play the
If
top.
everybody can beat the top one, yes, it's still the hardest level in the game, but that doesn't mean it's hard.
Yeah.
If everyone can do
Yes.
it.
Oh my god.
It's like saying if 30
absolutely
people
so
beat
hard.
Acheron,
Why
you're
was
saying
Amethyst-
everyone could do it. No, that's not how it fucking works.
You really think if
Do you
you-
not know
Okay,
how many
is it
people
impressive?
actually beat
Is it
demons in
impressive
a
that I
game?
can walk? Is it impressive that I can breathe? No, because everybody fucking does it.
But
You know what's
everyone
impressive?
can do it.
What's impressive is the things that not everyone can do. That's why they're impressive.
I don't
Yeah,
think you
only
understand that the
like
majority of the
Barely
player
anyone
of the
Tidal
player
Wave,
base
That's
is have a
all
demon.
right.
Tidal
You
Wave.
realize that?
If
40
everyone can
people
beat
out of
Tidal
8
Wave, beating
billion
Tidal Wave's not
people have
impressive.
beaten Acheron.
Remember when being Bloodbath was impressive? Well, it's not anymore. You know why? Because everyone can fucking
It
do it.
actually is. I don't know what
You're
you're
saying
on.
8 billion
can't.
people
I don't know
are
what you're
beating-
on because, bro, the majority of the player base doesn't have a demon beaten. And that's actually a
Okay,
fact.
but what I'm saying is,
I-
if
for
you
the
go into a
longest time,
call
I didn't.
and tell someone that you just beat Bloodbath, or if someone that you've beaten Bloodbath, 7 years ago, people would be like, holy shit, you're so good at this game. Nowadays, people are like, oh, cool. Because everyone does it now. That's how that works.
I have
But it
3%
doesn't make it
Amethyst.
any
that makes-
less impressive.
Yes, it does! What? Oh my fucking god. Guys, I just beat Jumper. Holy shit. Guys, cheer me on because I just
Good job.
beat what used to be the hardest
Good
level in
job.
the game. Guys.
Good job.
Good job. 7
Guys,
star.
I just beat
Good job, bro.
I just beat what used to be the
Good
hardest
job.
level in the game. It's the same difficulty that it was when the game was released, and it was the hardest level in the game. That means I am
Yeah.
very impressive, aren't I?
Well,
It depends on the
it's
percentile
impressive.
range.
Yes, it does. It does. It depends on the
It's all
percentile range. I
relative to
agree
the
with
jump
you.
pressure,
Remember
okay.
when the percentile range of people who beat Bloodbath was like 0, and now it's
Out
like
of 50 million
way,
downloads, how many
way,
people
way
have beaten
higher?
Bloodbath?
I don't know how many people have beaten
Thousands of
Bloodbath, but I
scrubs
guarantee you it's
that
in
can't
the
beat Bloodbath.
tens of thousands. And you know how many it was 7 or 8 years ago? Like 5.
By the way,
it's
tens of
more than
thousands.
definitely
that.
not in
Still,
the tens of
it's
thousands.
still
Yes, it
one
is.
percent.
The
years
amount of
ago, it was
accepted
definitely more than
records on
that.
Pointer Crate, which, by the way, the level got kicked off of the list like 4 years ago. The amount of accepted records on Pointer Crate is like 1,000. How many? You really don't think like 9,000 more have beat it since the last 4 years, since CBF has been a thing? You really think that many people haven't beaten Bloodbath? Because if you really think that, you are sorely mistaken.
Let me
Like, if
tell you
you
this in
beat
simple
Jumper and it was
terms.
hard for
A
you, good
jump
for
is
you.
a
Good for you.
Bro.
Be happy. Do all
If
your
you beat
shit. Have a party about
if
it.
between bro,
Yes,
if
you
between your
can, but
second
that
hardest
doesn't
and your
make it.
hardest, for example, bro. If between your second hardest and your hardest is a significant jump in difficulty, then it's a jump. It doesn't matter how many people have done it. It's still the same difficulty.
I'm not even kidding when I say this. I have never been in a call with this many people who are just like straight up like. Usually, whenever I'm arguing with people, there's at least one person who agrees with me. I've never been in a call where I am right and like 10 other people are disagreeing with me. That is
It's
insanity
just
to me.
called egotism.
I'm
It's like
agreeing with
saying
you.
you were
If you're in
No,
a call,
this isn't a subjective thing. It is factual. This
Yeah, it
isn't
is.
just with Geometry Dash. This is with
Yes, it is.
everything. The more that people do something, the less impressive it becomes. That's just a
We're not
thing.
talking about impressive.
That's just a
we're
real
talking
No,
about-
thing.
that's not how it works.
Yes,
Don't treat
it
as
is. Yes, it is.
Impressiveness
Are you saying
is
getting a
relegated
job is
to
less
per
impressive
person,
nowadays
not
than
just
back
for,
then?
like, community. It's impressive to do something that you haven't done before.
Yes,
ever.
that's true, but
Even
not
if-
to the general society. I'm not saying
You
to
have to be
yourself.
happy
with
General
yourself. Other
society, who
people
cares?
do not
Not
listen.
to the general
Please.
society. It doesn't mean it's not impressive.
It does.
It's
Really.
Saying something
The
is
individual
impressive is
user
implying that the
believes that it's
average
impressive
person
to
would say
them.
it's impressive. If the average person
It
is
doesn't matter whether the average person is. Why are you so concerned with the average person?
because that's if 90% of people say that something's not impressive, you can't say that it's impressive.
Yes, I can, because
You
what if
can't.
90%
That's
of people-
wrong.
Bro, he just wants to
It's only
consider
that
himself better
10%
than
of
everyone
people
else.
think it's
That's all it
impressive.
is.
Like-
He just has a fucking.
Okay,
ego.
I want you to
all of
explain that to me. How is what I'm saying or anything that I have said mean that I think I'm better than everyone else? I really am
You
confused
said
by
that-
that.
Because it says that you've done more impressive things in this game.
How?
Saying,
Tell me
"Oh,
how.
I've done more
Tell
impressive
me
things,
how.
I've done
All
more-"
All I
You've
said
been
that
lied
all I
several
said
times
is that
that
the
you've
more
done
people
more
do
impressive
things, the
things
less
in this
impressive it
game.
becomes. Poo Cubed used to be top 10. If I were to beat it back then, it'd be way more impressive than me beating it now. Because there's way more
doesn't-
people who've beaten it.
You
When
see, the
someone
thing is,
verified Slaughterhouse, that was
for
insane for the
example-
community.
for example,
Now we
for
see people
example,
beat
Tartarus-
Slaughterhouse all the freaking
Tartarus,
time.
back when it was #1, was impressive to beat. When Slaughterhouse got verified, it's not that Tartarus is less impressive. It's that Slaughterhouse is more impressive.
Oh my fucking
Slaughterhouse
god.
is still just as impressive. It's
Okay,
just that
so
Slaughterhouse
beating Jumper
happened
is
to
just
be
as
more
impressive now as it was when people had to beat it on their phone on
Yeah,
60
it
hertz and
really
it was the
is.
hardest
Come
level
on,
in the
it's
game.
just
It's
one
just
thing
as
to do.
impressive as it
Yeah.
was. Is that what you're saying?
The
Yeah, and
limitation
then
Because if
everything
that's
else
what you're
is harder.
saying,
like
if
30
that's what you're
FPS.
saying, then you are a absolute moron. I'm sorry, but that's just the
That's
case.
not being a moron.
No,
That's
you're
just
not.
being
No, you're
gen-
not
like,
sorry.
gen-
I hate when
That's
people say
legit just being respectful to people. That's what I'm gonna
Can
say.
you just stop being like that? Super
It's
duper
only
fast.
impressive for the individual. If you believe you did something impressive, then congrats on you.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Just celebrate your accomplishments more. Who cares what other people think?
Oh, so you're literally saying things that agree with my point and then saying you don't agree with me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So how does
What do
the
you mean they agree with my
individual
point? Like
different from
still-
other
You literally
people,
said,
because you're
"Who cares
saying
what
that
other people think?
other people
Cherish your
could
own
say that
achievements.
it's
Who
not
cares what
that
other people think?"
impressive.
That's what my point is. That's exactly my point. People don't
Other
think you're
people-
It doesn't
impressive.
come off like
People
that.
don't
You
think it's
realize
impressive to
that,
beat
right? It
club step
doesn't come
anymore.
off
So
like
you
that.
can think it's
Very
impressive, but
much
people
comes
aren't
off-
going to. That's what I'm telling you.
That's not no. It comes off as
Come on.
this is not impressive, and it only has been back then.
Yes, and that's factual. That's not me saying your achievements suck. That's me saying you can be proud of what you've done, but your achievements aren't impressive to the community anymore. They maybe used to be, but they're not now. That's just fact.
If someone beats Jumper and they haven't beaten Jumper before, isn't that just impressive?
No, it is
Because
not. That's
they
like
haven't
saying it's
beaten Jumper
impressive that
before.
someone's
Okay,
getting up and
okay.
walking.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Like, What if someone
That's
has a
hard.
disability?
Everyone
Let me
does
explain
that.
something to you.
That's like saying it's
Oh,
impressive. That's literally like saying that it is impressive that a lazy bum motherfucker gets off their ass and gets a job. That is not impressive. It's what everyone does.
I mean,
Clearly,
it's
that's not what
impressive
everyone
because of their
does. It's
physique.
not.
Okay, let me explain.
I can't get a job to save my life.
Literally
How about
saying
you?
that.
How about you? How about you? How about you get a job? How about you get?
I
do you
have a
any of those
job.
things?
If it's so easy,
I have a
why-
job
You
and
know
I'm in
what? It's not
college.
that impressive.
And no, it's not
Are you in
impressive
college?
that I have a job and am in college. No, that's not impressive. That's just life.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yes,
it is not. No, it
Several
is not.
people in the
It is
world
just
can't do
life.
that. Countless
Yeah.
people in the world cannot do that.
The unemployment rate is like 12 or 13%, maybe 20 at the maximum ever. Like that's not
That is
impressive.
So, that is so high compared to what it should be. That-
Yeah,
Dude,
like
unemployment
if
literally, we're not
80% of
counting for
society
other
can do
countries,
something,
other
it's not
other
impressive if you can do that
states in the
thing.
world.
Unemployment rate should be as close to zero as possible. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh my
So 12
god.
is not
Oh
good,
my god.
despite how bad it sounds.
I can't. I'm gonna have to leave this call. I actually can't be in a
Yeah,
call with.
please,
I'm
please,
losing
go
brain
ahead.
cells.
Wait,
Holy
Go ahead.
fuck.
No one needs.
No one needs to fucking achieve anything. They can do what they want. It's their life. And if they believe they achieved something, they achieve something. Whether you disregard it or not, it doesn't matter. They're happy they achieve it.
It's
No one
based on
needs
the
other opinions
individual
to
and
put
what
down
they're
their
able-
Oh
opinions.
what
my
they feel
god,
like
and
they're
so
able
you
to do.
agree with me. That's my
No, I
point.
don't.
That is
No, I
my
do not.
point.
Oh, because you're saying that society should objectify achievements. That's different.
No,
only
I'm saying what
agreeing
I've-
with part of your
no,
opinion.
I'm saying
not all of it.
what
Yeah, we're not
society
saying the
will
entire
think.
thing. We're just
You
saying like, a
can
part of
agree
it.
with the entire
People
thing. No.
are not going to sit there and say that you are impressive for doing things that 80% of people can do. What are you
Yeah, but
What are you
have
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
you
considered that
treat yourself
80%
as
of
a, oh,
people
I
are
did this
impressive,
thing. I'm
and the other
pretty.
20%.
80% of
We're
people
talking
are
about
impressive. Oh
achievements,
my
not
god.
impressiveness, dipshit.
Dude, if I
We're
really
talking
don't
about
understand how you're sitting here and
achievements,
saying
not
that if everyone does something,
impressiveness.
how do you not understand the concept of if everyone can do something, it's not impressive? If everyone's a genius, no one's a genius. That's just fact. That is fact.
No,
That's
it's
not an
not. No, it's
opinion
not.
thing. That's true.
It's
Yeah,
actually
but
not.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Not everyone has beaten Bloodbath. Not everyone has beaten Tidal Wave. Not everyone has beaten Jumper.
Okay, fine.
everyone
Let's
can
make
say.
it.
Understand?
Let's make it a percent
Not
then.
everyone
Let's
is a
not make it
genius.
everyone. Let's make it
Not
percents to
everyone
make your.
can walk.
Just listen. Let's
There are
make it.
people in
Let me make
wheelchairs.
it percent so your small brain can understand. If instead we
Okay,
had.
can you please stop
let's
insulting
say-
us and actually talk to us.
I
so that we
am.
can really
I
do
am.
it?
But you
No,
are
you're not.
You
No,
are
you're
being
not.
dumb.
Can achieve
Listen,
everything.
If 90% of
I'm
people,
listening.
if 90%
That's-
of
no,
people are
100.
no, listen, if 90% of
100.
people are incapable of walking, those
That's how
10%
it
who can
works.
run are going to be way more impressive than if everyone can run.
Okay.
It has to be 100 for your philosophy to make sense.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does. If not
If everyone can do
99.9.
something,
It
you
has to
said
be like
everyone,
that.
Including, that means 100%, right?
If you think
I thought it was common sense that everyone's unique in their own way and not everyone has the same skills as everyone
Yeah,
else.
everyone is a fucking minority. What do you think? There's only one of us.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
the
not
fuck is a
everyone
skill if
is gonna
everyone
be
can
able
do
to
it?
Be like Zoink. Not everyone's
Not,
gonna be like
not everyone
Zoink.
can be a demon.
No one
Yes,
is doing
Not
it.
exactly. Not everyone
do
can
the
beat a
next
demon.
riot, alright?
The
Not
less people
everyone-
who can beat a demon, the more impressive the ones who can are.
We're not talking about being impressive. We're talking about
It's
were
nothing
originally talking
about being
jump.
impressive.
It's
It's
not
about
about being-
everything. No,
Oppressive
not
is
everyone
like,
in the world
oppressive
has
is
seen an
based on
extreme
the
demon or an
individual.
easy demon or even fucking stereo madness.
Okay, and so the people who can are better than them. Cool. That doesn't make them impressive to the rest of the people.
Yeah, rest of the people. But for themselves, it could be impressive, can it not?
You
to the
just
rest of the-
that statement you
Yeah,
just said
no one
is
needs
literally
to-
agreeing to my point. That is exactly what I've been making. The point that I've been
No,
making.
No,
you-
but
you
like,
can
who-
say
Why are
you're
you so
comparing
scared to
people
agree with
others.
me? You are so scared to agree with me that you're making
No,
nonsense.
I'm not even like. It's just like.
I'm
It's-
literally saying, good
You-
job,
you
you
can
made a
be
point
right
that
without
agrees with
being
my
helpful.
point. I agree with you. And then you're going, no, you do not. I don't agree
Okay,
with you.
tell
I
us
will
your
never
point,
agree
please.
with you.
Tell us
Well,
your
everyone-
point. then.
wait,
What-
yeah, tell us your point. Tell
Okay,
us what you think.
My
the purpose
point
of being
that I've
impressive
said
is.
100 times, the more people that can do something, the less impressive it gets to everyone. Maybe to the individual, it's impressive. But I'm saying to the rest of the world, it's less impressive.
Okay. How about this? Maybe you're right, but it doesn't fucking matter. Like, who cares?
Wow, so we've now gone to
Okay.
I'm wrong to it turns out I was right the whole fucking time and you're just too much
Yeah,
of a
but you
bitch
can
to
be right
realize.
without.
Alright, everyone just stop the argument. I don't want to be the mature one here because I'm definitely not mature, but like, just, it would be better to stop it.
Yeah, the thing is, this guy can never stop it. So like, we kind of have to resolve it.
Can you
Yeah, I'm
actually? You're
I'ma
just trying to
go-
continue it.
Bro.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. I hope everyone has a good day here, alright?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go as well. Okay, guys, please just don't call each other morons. Don't call each other idiots. Just be respectful. You guys can agree. You guys can disagree and still be in the same room together.
Why was he acting like he wasn't also the one who was involved in the conversation?
I don't fucking know because
Oh, no,
because
okay.
what happens is whenever okay, I can tell you exactly what happened. I can explain this to a T because this happens all the fucking time. I said something, people disagreed with it. I defended my statement. People made horrible and stupid claims. I said that they were stupid. People got mad at me. I argued a valid point after valid point after valid point. They ended up saying I was right. So then they decided that they made me the villain and said that I'm the one who's evil and started the argument and only one arguing. So then to make it sound like they're better, they went like, everyone have a great day, I love all of you. That is what people do. That it's a manipulation tactic that people fall for all the time. Like, it's crazy to me that people are so...
Honestly, to be fair, when they said that, I instantly knew, yeah, I literally was about to say, yeah, you're just saying that just to look likable. Like, I could see through that shit. It's happened so many times to
I
me.
know,
I can see through that
I know,
shit,
you
like,
can
fucking
see
clear
straight
glance.
through it anytime anyone does that because it's so obvious. And yet it works on people somehow.